Now, every Hebrew letter has meaning. It's not just spelled, it's built. Hebrew words are built.
All right, let's see it.
The letter Aleph is the letter that represents God.
No, the letter Aleph does not represent God. The letter Aleph is the first letter in the word El, which is the Hebrew word that means God, but the letter Aleph does not represent God. It descends from a Proto-Semitic character that depicts an ox's head, and it is an acrophonic character, which means that it represents or indexes the sound that starts off the word that it depicts. So the word Aleph is ox in Proto-Semitic, and that starts with the it actually starts with a glottal stop, and so they use an ox's head to represent that sound, or in this case, that glottal stop. It does not represent anything more than that in the Hebrew language, but post-biblical mystical Judaism began to reintroduce mystical symbolism and significance to the letters as well as the vowels of Hebrew. But that is not anything that was active when the Bible was being written.
And it's made from two yods and a vav. A yod is a hand and a vav is a nail. The letter that represents God is made of two hands and a nail. What?
Wrong on multiple counts. First, it does not represent two yods and a vav. Again, it descends from a Proto-Semitic depiction of an ox's head. Now, if you don't know the historical linguistics, it might remind you of two yods and a vav, but only in the Aramaic square script, which was adopted by Judahites when they were in exile in Babylon. The Old Hebrew script, which preceded the Babylonian exile, didn't resemble two yods and a vav at all, and the word Adam comes from long before the Babylonian exile. Additionally, while the character yod does descend from a Proto-Semitic depiction of a hand, the character vav descends from a Proto-Semitic depiction of a mace. And the name of the character vav comes from the book of Exodus, where it is a word that refers to hooks that you hang curtains on, not to nails.
So this letter represents God. The name Elohim begins with an aleph. The word Daled Mem spells the word dome, which means blood. We know that the life of the flesh is in the... Talk to me, y'all. The life of the flesh is in the... So here's what a man is. A man is a godlike creation with flesh and blood. And our objective is to make the man, the flesh and blood part of us, becoming more like the God part of us. That's what it means to be a man.
So this is very creative, and I'm sure this is very inspiring for some folks, but it's not supported by any data whatsoever. This is something that someone who was not incredibly well informed about the Hebrew language made up based on their belief that they have license to read whatever they want into these texts and these words and this language, as long as it inspires somebody. But if you've ever wanted to learn biblical Hebrew, I have an online Introduction to Biblical Hebrew class that's going to be starting up on Monday, August 5th. Classes will be recorded every Monday and Thursday evening from 7 to 8 p.m. Mountain Time. They'll be made available for asynchronous learning if you like. It'll run from August 5th to November 21st with a 2-week break between September 30th and October 10th. And you can check out more information and find registration at my website, mcclellan.org.